For more on how congregations across the community are beginning the healing process, we've reached Cookie Washington. She's the president of the board at the Unity Church of Charleston. She knew 3 of the victims in Wednesday's shooting, and we reached her in Charleston. Cookie, you attended a Sunday service at your own church. What has the day been like for you?
It's been very emotional. Church was very full attendance. People were sad, people were wanting to connect. Still lots of questions about how something this horrible could have happened. But we're pulling together as a community, and there is lots of love, lots of hugs, lots of tears today.
Yeah, you really get a sense of that watching some of the images and hearing some of the messages coming out of Charleston. You knew 3 of the victims of this shooting, including Reverend Clemente Pinckney. As Charleston remembers them today, as you remember them, what stands out for you?
Cynthia Hurd, the librarian, she was wonderful and helpful and just a very cheerful person and so knowledgeable. Just really, you never would go into the library and not be able to get an answer from her and not be able to get a smile from her. So she will be greatly missed, and she was great with the children at the library. Miss Susie Jackson was the oldest person that was found, and she was just a delight. Always had a smile, always had a kind word, very encouraging to the entire community. She was the mother of everybody, just a wonderful, warm person. And Senator Pinckney, who was also the pastor of the church, was a wonderful man, a beautiful man of God, a wonderful legislator who was very forward-thinking, and his last big triumph was being able to help move along the bill to get body cameras for police officers after the tragic shooting of Mr. Walter Scott here a month or so back. He was also a wonderful father to his 2 little daughters, and he will be so missed. He was so loved throughout the state.
Yeah.
And so we have suffered a very big loss. He was a very young and a brilliant man on his way to getting his PhD. So a huge loss for all of us.
You know, a lot of people, Cookie, were amazed that family members of these victims addressed the shooter, Dylan Roof, in his first court appearance. And they had this message of forgiveness. They said, "We forgive you." What do you make of that?
We have to forgive. Forgiving someone else is forgiving yourself peace of mind. And not forgiving him just keeps us enslaved in bondage to the horrible crime. We will keep reliving it. We will keep talking about it. So you have to let it go, and you have to forgive, and you have to acknowledge that our society helped create whatever was in his head. So we have to forgive. We have to forgive ourselves, and we have to forgive him, certainly.
And I guess that has a lot of roots with spirituality and religion and Christianity, and in the church, that's often the message and the sermons talking about forgiveness,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. And I don't think there was a single church in Charleston today who did not have that message of love and forgiveness and healing.
Right. Healing is the most important thing moving forward, for sure. We really appreciate you taking the time out to speak with us, Cookie.
Thank you. You're so welcome.
Cookie Washington, member of the Unity Church of Charleston, speaking to us from that city.